All right, Vipers Whip back. We're through the preseason in this FM26 here. I got a few players. And when the season starts, it no longer counts them as transferred. I guess that's for the ones you're trying to transfer. So here we come. I got Lizzie Waldy. I decided to go get her anyways. She's that defenseman. She has 15 jumping there. And so she's going to play a role. Aline came to us. I think I had to pay her a bit. I think I pay her $1,700. She's by far the highest player on the team. 1.6, actually, you can see on the right. Priscilla came earlier, and I got, and it was really surprising to get her, and she got injured. Clara Lavonga. I told you in the first episode she doesn't get a work permit, but she got a work permit. One of the conditions to getting a work permit is she had to play in Tanzania, I think that is, for 3 years before she can get a work permit. So you have to play there for 3 years. She's 20, and I think at the very beginning of the game she's 19, so maybe she hit 20 before I picked her up. I didn't go after her on day one. I went near the end of the window, and I was really, really surprised that she got a work permit. Now, one of her conditions was that I pick up another player or staff or something from Tanzania, and I think I haven't broken the promise yet, but there is no other player from Tanzania. They haven't put foreign leagues in the game yet, and they haven't put foreign teams in the game yet. So what that means is they've taken the best kind of players or players that play for their national team or whatever, and they've put them in the game so you can go pick them up. You can see we picked up a couple members of the Brazilian under-20 team. If you have a worldwide database, if you're Chelsea or whatever, you can put, $390,000 or whatever into your scouting budget, and you can see everyone in the world. And there's Brazilian national team players that don't have a team, or that played in Brazil maybe, and they don't have a contract because there's no Brazilian teams in the game. There's teams, but they can't recruit anyone or whatever. So Clara is here unattached. She was probably on her national team, under 20 national team or under 21 national team. And she's on the Wonder Kids list. Priscilla, Aline, and Clara are all from the Wonder Kids list, so I'm really happy to have them. But Clara is too injured to play today. We're playing Sheffield United. Historically, I do not have a good record in this first game of the season. So let's see what happens. Looks like it's a bit laggy. This game is a bit laggy. I'm hoping they'll have a bit of a performance boost when the game officially releases in 3 days, November 4th. I want to win every match. Let's go. You can see the good players who played for their national team, are inspired by that kind of language, but everybody else is like, they just play in WSL2. They don't care. They're not on their national teams. They haven't played in high-profile games and tournaments. I'm not sure how the playoff position works here. Oh, this is laggy. Maybe I'll reboot my computer after this episode. I don't want to do it now. It's whatever. Anyways, it'll just be laggy. Speed it up. Play it at 1.5 on YouTube. it'll look fine. And I'll just talk slower so that at 1.5 I sound normal. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so here we go. We're taking it to them. We're wearing blue today. Well, we're not taking it to them. They're out shooting us, but we have the possession. There's Finn taking a kick. You can see all our people are in the middle of the field. I might want to widen the angle of attack. And there's Priscilla from Aline, the 2 stars. getting a goal very early, 13 minutes into the game. And just good passing here. I'm not sure why everyone was bundled together like that. I'm actually going to look at that. Attacking width narrower. I think we want to stretch the play a bit. Although this team has two wingers, like they have people out. I don't know. We'll give this a try because I like to be open. So yeah, she just put it off the crossbar and in. To be honest, I was a little closer than I'd like. She had a lot of the net to shoot at. She should probably go near post there. Who am I to question an under 20 Brazilian star, but they are in our end a lot, even though we have the majority of the possession. I think that's going to change soon. Don't like what's happening down there. We got a corner. We're missing Clara today, so we have Westrup and Waldy can jump. But we're missing Clara, who can also jump at 15. None of them are supreme jumpers. Clara is only 20, so she could go higher on jumping. That's one of the stats that can increase as you get older, because you get stronger. In this game, anyways. Westrup up to Priscilla. Way over to Corbin. See, that's a wider one, so she was open. And then Atkinson over to Priscilla. There's 2 goals for Priscilla in her first game. She's a star, like I told you, and 33 minutes in. This could all unwind still. In the preseason, I was up 4-2 in a game and lost 5-4. That was exciting. And I was up 2-0 in a game and lost 3-2. So, it happens. But we're playing pretty well today. Normally when you start with the ball in a highlight, I'd say for the human player, 4 times out of 5 you lose the ball, it goes to the other team and they go the other way. And 1 out of 5 you actually get a chance or something. Like that. So here was 1 of the 5. For the AI, it's more like 3 out of 5 times they lose the ball. And 2 out of 5 they get a chance. So here's one at the end of the half. Coming in, Thomas, Corbin just let her go. Not really chasing her. Corbin's pretty fast. Open. Totally open. You're not tight to that player. That seems like it's a recipe for disaster, but we got away with it there. Maybe she only has 10 heading. And we had a lot of the possession, outshot them, better XG, match momentum. You can see they only had the momentum for one little bit there. And we're on top of the table right now, presuming this doesn't all come undone. Thanks to Priscilla. And I'm just... If you say this, nothing happens, you have to go tell them, oh yeah, but I'm happy with your performance. So I'm just going to say, I'm happy. Look, they all look delighted, extremely delighted. Everyone's good. A little morale boost to start the second half. I don't know if that makes a goddamn difference though. And they get the first. Let's go. They're in our end. Some YouTubers don't like this view. I kind of like it because it tells you what's happening and whether or not you should go change something. Now that second goal was scored because I was playing wide. The first goal I was playing narrower. So it's a bit of a wash, and I'm not seeing... I don't know if it's made a difference. So they're bringing it, they're taking it to us in this half. They've way outshot us in this half. Waldy's got the ball. Wingers are always open like that. Oh, she plays it forward for Scar. Scar's going to shoot and miss the fucking net. Come on, Scar. What the... That's not 14 finishing right there. Again, you're really close to the goalie like that. Just play it hard near post. On the ground, preferably, because then she's got to get down for the ball or kick out her leg. So maybe like a foot or two off the ground. For near shots, it wants to put somebody with long shots there, but that was a good play. And McInnes, with her only 13 finishing, was offside. But she did put it in. I'm happy that she took that good shot. But yeah, she was offside taking that pass. Historically in the games, you could replay the offside goals. There's no option for that here because you want to see how far offside they were and everything like that. I like to see anyways. But it's not in this game yet. Everything that you're missing from previous iterations is yet. What a shot. What a shot. What a bad goalie. I'm going to say bad goalie there. We'll see on the replay that she had an opportunity to stop that. You put your strikers to take the shots. It otherwise wants to put people that are really good at long shots. But most strikers have a decent long shot stat. And you can see there that a striker is going to curl it into the net often. Whereas it wants to put Rabbage on there or Westrip or something because they have long shots. We have struggled to, again, I don't know what this means. It doesn't tell you what it's going to do. I think we're going to win. Everyone made it through the game. I didn't feel like I needed to change anyone. Honestly, I don't like changing when we're only 2-0. And, well, there you go. Historically, that's like my third win out of 10. Against Sheffield United, and we're at the top of the table, 3-goal differential. So there's a possibility that Manchester, someone's going to blaze 5-1 or 5-0. So we're probably going to lose the position at the top of the table. We're just the first team to play. So nice work, everyone. Well done. And we play, I don't know who next. So to get rid of this screen, I should have closed this screen. When you close the screen in the game, it takes you to some people talking about the game and everything like that. It's like some news about the game. I didn't do that. To get out of it, when you come back here, just click up there and then you can close that. Post-match, yeah, made an awesome contribution right away. Yeah, very happy. Couldn't be happier. Emily Scar's goal was top drawer. That was right in the top corner. Yeah, she was excellent today. Priscilla. When you talk well about a player in the press, they're happy about it. So if you go to squad here, overview. There we go. I want to talk about. Let's go back to that other screen. These numbers here, that was their rating in the last game. 7.6. You can probably tell her praised last game. But 7.5 is dangerous. Sometimes they will say, I don't think I played that great. And then you're left with a player that is kind of neutral towards you. So I'll try it with Grace. She did make a few saves. Okay, well it worked that time. But I wouldn't do a 7.4 or 7.1 or whatever. Let's try Izzy. She was good. She got some assists. Praise last game. Don't do this every game. I'm doing it right now. But I won't do it for 2 or 3 more games because they get annoyed that you keep talking to them, basically. Which kind of is stupid, but it's a sports interaction thing. So, and of course Priscilla. 8.4, what can you say? So yeah, one of my problems with this game right now, last year I didn't have Clara. Last time I played this, I played till January. And Emily Dell, if we come up here to match day competitions, these are the 3 competitions we're going to play in this year, the FA Cup and League Cup. You make money when you win games here. Here you make money when you reach the group stage. So you play in a 4-team group. You have to win. Generally 2 games with good goal differential will get you promoted, but if you lose to the other team that's won both games, you're out. So yeah, you kind of need to win all 3 games, or at least last time I tied Manchester United 1-1 and lost on penalties, but they still only got 1 point. They would have beat us if we tied, because they beat us in the game actually, but they only got 1 point. So I was able to score 4 goals against Durham or something, so I was able to move ahead on goal differential, and I won the promotion with 7 points. But yeah, so the League Cup is a bit tougher because we get put in a group with Manchester United. And we'll go to WSL2. So highest average rating. At Christmas, Dale, one of our strikers there, had an 8.2 average rating, the most in the league. And no team, you go to transfer room up there, and no team would pick her up because they can't get rid of their own players either. Nobody is trading anyone because there's no wage budget, there's no transfer budget or anything, because you can't get rid of your players that don't belong in this league. So Scar and Dell are going to expire, their contracts are going to expire. It's really annoying that you can't sell them because Dale is probably worth 60 grand and Scar's worth 90. We'll see. This game will be better when they add the lower leagues, and the foreign leagues even will make a difference because there's more chance that somebody at least will have some room. So I'm going to save because I don't want to crash after that game. And we're moving on. We'll play one more game here, I think, today. And in the future, I might just edit these videos so I'm just showing the games. But for now, I want to show you what can happen in training and everything like that. You can see our under 21 team won the game. And we are on top of the league still. Ipswich and Sheffield United lost us. Well, Ipswich lost to Southampton. So we're doing okay. We'll see what happens over the rest of the day. We're playing Birmingham City again. They're a really good team. So that's not going to be an easy game. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I should go back and show you why everything is terrible here. So you get homegrown status if you played in England for 3 years before your 21st birthday, up to your 21st birthday. So if there's a youngster that you really like and you think will be really good, pick her up. To get a work permit, she either has to be really good or have played in her home country for 3 years. But they might have done that if they got picked up when they were 15 and played for like an under 18 team or something. I don't know. You can get a foreign player to be homegrown, but it's not easy to get them to the country in the first place to get a work permit. And yeah. Supporter in like 450 season tickets. The place holds around 2,000. If you get promoted, your reputation goes up a little bit. We can see the reputation They want us to increase the reputation. We are not in debt yet, but we will be soon. And where's our reputation? I don't. Oh yeah, so here's our reputation. We have a reputation that's national, not international. That's not really true. I watched Sunderland games before. So, and I'm in Canada. So this has to tick up. If you go to, well, I'll show you later when we play a better team. But we're not even well supported by our own people. And we're only playing at one of the training grounds for Sunderland. So it only holds 2,000 people. So at one point, in 2014-15, they were 4th in the WSL. And then, I don't know what happened. They got a bad... So they got promoted once from WSL 2 and they went to 4th. And then they didn't do well. So, yeah. We're 1st in Super League 2. Our general performance is bad because we lost 3 games in a row in the preseason. I don't think they should count that anymore. We won that game pretty convincingly. Clara should be back for the next game. And I'm going to start... Oh, there goes Rabajon injured. She's not our first choice out there anymore because Waddle came, and I'd rather train Westrip than this player. I'm not going to terminate the... Should I? If she gets injured, you often get injured like this, so if she gets injured a little closer to Christmas, I'll turf her and I'll pick someone up at Christmas. If I look at my budget... Get out of the way. I'm a little underground on wages, so I'm going to move this over to that. So you can see I have $84,000, and if I move this over, I could get, another, that's at $700 for a player, or I could, if I can get them cheap, I could fit another player. So I don't know if I can manage to sell someone at Christmas. I've never have before, but I have quite a lot of money, much more than I ever had, because I was able to sell Fenton for 130 and Griffiths for 150, and that's how much difference that made. Couldn't renegotiate on Fenton, but I could on Griffiths, so that made a big difference. They offered 104 and I managed to get 150. I played with it a bit, because in real life you would start high and everyone meets in the middle. But in this game right now, if I proposed 160, they would say, go away, when they accepted 150. So they wouldn't, in real life, because I've done negotiations, I was a lawyer, you go to 160, they would come back with 120, and we'd probably end up at 140, to be honest, if they actually did. I'm surprised they're not negotiating right now. So I came in at 150, they were at 104. They really should have proposed 120 or 130, and then they would have got $10,000 left, because I would have accepted 140 if that's what we ended up agreeing to. And there's people from our list. But, yeah, nothing going on. Birmingham City. I'm not going to let them make my choices for me. Yeah, I'm going to play her, I think, if she's okay. All right. So our under 21 manager is signing some coaches and stuff. I hope they're good. There were no good coaches available, so they're probably mediocre. Looks like Clara is ready. So, team position, we're going to go with Clara in place of Scar. That gives us 3 great headers on the field. Or good headers, anyways. And Scar on the bench. Save the game in case it crashes, which happens sometimes. And this will be the last game for the day because it's pretty laggy. I'll have to reboot my computer and stuff. I did a lot. I haven't rebooted the computer in a couple weeks or whatever, so this is the end life of this time, and I'll have to go in the prefetch and make sure nothing is in there that's problematic or anything. Address the team. We have to win our home games, no excuses. You can see the good players are motivated and the other ones, Jessica Brown and them, are young. These people are old and jaded. Well, Corbin's young. She just doesn't play for a good team. So Priscilla should have cared and Clara should have cared. They play on under 21 teams. Let's see what their lineup looks like. Okay, so we're going to... No, we're still first. Nobody scored many goals there. So I'm going to come here again. Oh, you can see she's got a lot of things to do there, but I'm going to do DL. Always. And I'm going to tackle them harder as well. Don't tackle these people harder because that's how they get penalty shots, because you'll tackle them close to the box. But the DRs and DLs they're coming up the field and you can take them out. And tightly marking Mary Albert, who's that? Oh, the MR. Tightly going in strong on Si Jun Yoon. See that? They want you to go in strong, that's tackle harder on So Yoon there. But she's going to be in the box a lot, so I'm not going to do that. Tightly mark. And put Lewis on her bad foot. Okay. Let's go. And this is going to be a hard game. They have a much better team than us. They have more money and just better players. Like, they have a player, I think, with 17 jumping reach. I'm sure I've seen her score a goal before. So, but it's RNG. Maybe she doesn't have 17 jumping reach in this version of the game, or this time. But let's see what happens. We're in their end a lot, which is nice, and we have as many shots as they do, and we actually have one on target, which is lovely. 2/3 of our target shots are on target. We have 3 players who can jump on the field today: Westrup, Waldy, and Luvanga. So I hope we get a corner highlight. I'm not going to show the whole game because it's laggy right now, but I want to see where they put Luvanga and everyone. Okay, so this highlight, I'm hoping it's one of the times when they lose the ball, but it's not looking promising just yet. There's Lange. Speed it up on YouTube. That's one good thing you can do on YouTube. And she got to shoot from very close to the net because no one stopped her from getting in the box. You can shoulder check people in real life in football, and she would get knocked off the ball probably if you try and run in like that with lots of defensemen around you. Can I say defensemen? These are women. I hope they don't get upset. But defense women who play defense, something like that. What a beautiful ball. Can Priscilla get there before the goalie? Yes, she can. Can she put it in from a sharp angle? Oh, she played it. Did she? Oh, she did put it in. I thought it went in off Luvanga. Okay, well, another goal for Priscilla, another assist for Atkinson, and that was a beautiful ball. A beautiful, beautiful ball. Let's see what happens here. I was really sure that Luvanga would put that in. It looks like it went off her back. In hockey, that would be her goal. In hockey, if a point man or whoever, like a defenseman, takes a shot and it's going in, even if it touches one of your forwards' jerseys, like if it just ruffles through their sleeve, the forward gets the goal, not the defenseman or whoever took the shot. It just has to touch your jersey. That's the NHL. And let's see. Corbin to Atkinson. Oh, thanks for that key highlight. They've got to fix some of the stuff like key highlights. It'll often show you absolute nonsense. Things are going... No, what? Can go even better? What are you talking about? We're up 2-0. Oh, 1-0. Oh, what? 1-0. Oh, getting all my games mixed up. They're doing well anyways. We're taking it to them a little bit. So this isn't a highlight right off the hop. It looks... No. I always get nervous when it's more than like 10 seconds long or something. Yeah, we're getting way more shots than they are, and we're putting lots on net, so... I got no problems with how we're playing right now. I would like to be up more than one goal. Here's Brown. Crossing it in. Atkinson, she's not a big jumper. So this is their highlight. This is what... When I said 4 out of 5 times when you start with the ball, you're going to lose it and it goes the other way. This is one of those times. And she gets a head on the ball, but she puts it over the net, thankfully. Nine shots, 5 on net. I like being over half on net. Okay, let's see. Corner kick. Who's where? Hold on. Where is this? Westrup and Luvanga are in the near post. And where's Waddle? Am I just missing her? She's on the... I don't like that. I wouldn't put her on the far post, but... Oh! Okay, so here... I don't remember who I've set to take it. I guess Aline. Honestly, I'd rather have Luvanga take it, so I'm going to have to go in there and make that change. Nonetheless, she put it in. When you take a penalty, I only played till I was 18. I never missed a penalty. I won several penalty competitions. You'd go with one of your teammates, and whenever you went to provincials, they would run these shootout competitions. So even against the teams from Vancouver that pasted us every time, just like you're shooting from here, just put it here or here. You have like all of this space and all of this space. A decent pace shot, and they're not going to save it. They always jump this way or this way. Low. Just do this. Just this. It's honestly not that hard. Just practice them. If you practice your penalties, like do 30 or 40 a day, get one of those goalie things like what we use for hockey. She was pretty close to putting it right here. Goalie's not going to save that. So we're up 2. It's at 60 minutes. These people will go to the darker orange if we don't do something for them. And these guys play a lot. They go all the way here, all the way here, all the way here, all the way here. So they're the ones most likely to get tired. And so I'm going to change them out and get Jones in for Atkinson. And Blades in for Aline. Later in the season, when she's in a bit better shape, you won't have to sub out Aline and maybe not even Izzy, but this is early in the season and they're still getting in game shape. And I had a bunch of other players go. I only like making 4 subs until like 85 minutes, because if a player gets injured and you've used all your subs, you can't make any more subs. I always sub from defense out, because defense have a really strong presence in the game. So and when we get to 85 minutes or 82 minutes or whatever, I will probably put Finn. I'll sub out Finn. Yeah, okay. So this is our ball unless we do something stupid. Honestly, she should throw it to Westrup. She kicks it to Priscilla, who is kind of open, and passed it to the goalie. If the highlight doesn't end here, that was not worth showing me, so I'm not sure why it would do that. It looks like the highlight's not over here. Oh, okay. Okay, it's one of those. It's one of those journey ones. Okay, Lewis missed the net, thankfully. Or Louis. I'm not sure if she's French or... I already told you to do that. And here we go. I'm going to swap out Finn, because Finn's our DM. And do I have someone who can play DM? I'm going to put Greenwood in for Finn. And we're getting hemmed in our own zone a little bit. This is really one of the best starts I've ever had to a season, but I didn't have Clara before ever. And she's a really good player, and I've only got Waldy twice in a row, so yeah, one of the things you can do, you're up 2-0, there's this much game left, come to tactics, go to team instructions, and you can go to all instructions here, and you can just tell them to waste time a little bit. But I don't like more often, because they get tackled. Like if you watch, I've watched whole games of this before, and if you put it on more often, I feel like they just get tackled. And go to tempo and just turn it down to standard. And they'll waste a little bit more time with the ball. That sucked. So that's a throw in that came to them, and that was a really bad shot. Louise not having a good game. She's missed the net 3 times, I think. I'm going to presume she's French, and I'm going to say Louis instead of Louis. Blades doesn't have anyone to play it to, just plays it up. There's a ball. Turner to somebody who's totally open. The wingers are always totally open. And then they just get to run because no one shoulder checks in this game. But she aired it over the net, so that's fine. You can see Libby is really... This won't happen later in the season when they're more match shape. Don't just kick it down the field. I'm sure I told you not to do that. There you go. Okay. I get nervous. I don't like this, though. Now she has to play it way down the field because you played it back to the goalie. Why'd you do that? O'Hanlon was open. When you see dumb things, so there's, yeah. She's going to grab the ball and run back to center. Oh, she actually played it off our goalie. She kicked it up and bounced off her goalie's shins to get the ball up in the air. That was funny. I've never seen that. When you see a player make dumb decisions, like, was that Westrip there? Or was it Greenwood or O'Hanlon? Who was it? Anyways, whoever passed the ball back to the goalie there instead of playing it out to the wing, that's the decision stat on their sheet. So yeah, if I close this now, when the X ever comes up, or I have to address the team first. Well done. That was, we didn't play the best, but we got a result. And here we go. So when you're still in the match, and you close that stat screen, you get the little, what people are saying about the game. Finn gets one over on Birmingham City. She used to play for Birmingham. So you can see people make comments online. We'll go back and see what these people said. I just like to see what's being said. O'Hanlon. I forgot to do this last time. So Luvanga, new signing, and she got to play her first game. There we go. And one more. Oh, the under 21s kicked Durham's butt. That's pretty good. Okay. So we're still in first place, but we only got one goal differential there. Okay, I'm going to go over here. And I'll do the post-match press conference and then I'll stop it for today. So, Sam, your team does not have what it takes to stay up. And I'm going to be, I think that's a ridiculous statement because, and yeah, so I'm going to criticize Birmingham City. She's not going to get relegated. I'm just going to do that one because honestly, they're not going to get relegated. There you go. Izzy will be happy. I'm going to save and exit. And that's all for today. So I will stop that and I will see you tomorrow.